Hello everyone and welcome to our series about various frauds and scams happening all around the world. Now, do you think you are immune to fraud? Absolutely not. In reality, anybody can fall victim to it. Frauds come in all shapes and sizes, and I will help you learn how to identify them and report them to the proper authorities. Now, what is a scam? It's a confidence trick or a scheme is an attempt to defraud a person or group after first gaining their confidence, used to the classical sense of the trust. Confidence tricks exploit characteristics of the human psyche such as dishonesty, honesty, vanity, compassion, credulity, irresponsibility, innocence, and greed. Every year, thousands of people lose their money and personal information to scams. You may have received some by email, or an odd accent speaking IRS agent calling you about your unpaid taxes of 2007. Scam artists use different types of fraud to try to trick you of your hard-earned money. Scammers are getting smarter all the time, and I will help you scam-proof your life. This way, you won't be tempted to actually think you inherited $10 million from an uncle you never met in Nigeria. Now, I am your host, Dr. Dan Amzalag, and I am the Scaminator. In today's episode, I will cover outstanding Warrant phone scam. This one acts similarly to the IRS phone scam, but it is of different nature. Scammers posing as law enforcement officers are cold calling people and tricking them into paying over the phone to resolve supposedly outstanding warrants. Now, the scammer warned victims that if they don't pay the requested fee, police may come into their home and arrest them. Often, the scammer will instruct victims to go out and purchase a prepaid debit card and then call them for a specified number. Now, when victims call back, the scammer asks for the card number and then transfer the prepaid funds to an offshore account. Once the stolen funds are transferred, they can be very difficult to trace. Now, the scammers are reportedly quite skilled at impersonating police officers and are often able to convince victims that they are legitimate. When victims call back of the number provided, the scammer may identify their office as a seemingly legitimate entity such as the County Warrant Department. Now, this simple trick may further convince the victim that the scammer claims are true. The seeming authority of the scammers can be intimidating to some potential victims. The perceived threat of imminent arrest if they do not comply can cause some victims to panic and pay up as instructed. In reality, the police will never call you and demand an immediate payment to resolve an outstanding warrant. If you receive such a suspect call, do not give the caller any personal or financial information and do not comply with their instructions. If in doubt, call your local police to check. Do not use a phone number provided by the caller. Find a number for police in your local phone directory. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Hope this episode gave you a little more insight of the structure and strategies of the described scam and allowed you to have a better understanding on how it can affect you or many other victims out there. Now, we are working on an email plugin, also called the Scaminator, which will work for every email client and will purge all these unwanted messages from your inbox. It will add our special stamp, Scam Alert, beside each email, just in case you do decide to open the purge folder, only if your curiosity takes a hold of you. Now, in the meantime, if you do come across new scams using different techniques to lure you into as the next victim, do not hesitate to contact us by email listed below, explaining their techniques and incentives given to you to get you to respond to their scam and ultimately send your hard-earned money. We will then cover this scam in one of our episodes and share it with our audience and make sure to give you aforementioned credits at the end of the show. Until then, my friends, stay safe, stay wise, and stay scam-free. If you're watching this, you are the resistance. Signing off, the Scaminator.